Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Epiphany Podcast. Today's guest is a licensed esthetician specializing in custom lash extensions, brow services, as well as the owner of Diosa Artistries. Welcome, everyone. Lily Ghoul, what's
Hello.
up? How are you, dude?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Of course.
Take me through the beginnings of your last journey. Like,
My career. Yeah.
your career. all of it. Give me all the tea, bro.
All right. So I began kind of like playing with the idea of, oh, maybe I want to go into some type of beauty school, some type of beauty career at the end of my senior year in high school.
Okay.
And because during my junior year, I was really like struggling with my mental health, and it was just really tough trying to honestly just like make it to school.
Yeah.
Like my attendance was really bad. I was sleeping, like I was skipping school because I couldn't get out of bed.
Oh.
Yeah, like it was the attendance was really bad. So, as one does, you fall behind, you get more unmotivated, you start hanging out with the wrong crowd, whatever.
But then how did you get into like lashes? Because like when did you realize like college was not it? Like,
so I think because I realized that, okay, well maybe school is not something that I can physically focus on right now.
yeah.
So maybe the best route is to go to a trade school rather than traditional like college route, like a 4-year or even the community college. So I looked into like esthetician schools in the area. I found San Jose City that they have a specific esthetician program. I enrolled in that, kind of with the idea of not knowing if I wanted to get into like makeup more or lashes.
Yeah.
But lashes were really popping at the time.
Yeah.
Like
they're still popping right now.
They're still popping, but especially back then, like a couple years ago, very beginning of the pandemic, like with a mask, all you could see is your eyes and your eyebrows.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a staple.
It's like a given. Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious how did that go? Like the whole schooling, how long was that? Was it like 2 years, a year, a couple months?
So with my aesthetics program, I know a lot of programs are different with how they split up their hours. So the program in California is always 600 hours. But depending on what school you go to, they'll split that up different. My school did it in semesters, so it was 2 semesters to finish the program. But since I came straight from high school, and it was the very beginning of COVID, we were in the thick of it.
Yeah.
It was like we were completely online.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. Was so during that was all online. Wait, so how do you do that?
Exactly.
How does that even work?
So it was rough. I mean, it was hours based. So we would spend Saturdays 8 hours on Zoom in my little room with the desk with my lab coat on, with a mannequin in front of me staring at me, and I'm just like rubbing her face. Like, what?
Yeah.
It just wasn't ideal for the type of hands-on work that we had to do.
Yeah, literally.
So combined with like me relapsing with like my depression and anxiety, during COVID, everyone was super isolated.
Yeah.
So I ended up dropping out basically of esthetician school the first time around. I made it through one semester. So I was halfway done, but I just couldn't. I physically like could not get out of bed type shit.
Dude, I feel you, because I know like sometimes for me, especially with this pod, like I know I started it technically like I think November-ish of last year, but then I was just depression was going through it, dude, and that's why I see what you're saying, like not wanting to get out of bed. Like there's so much to do for this, and it calls for like so much attention, but like if you're in one of those episodes, dude.
No, yeah. I think especially as creatives, because, we're always in our own head trying to bring our ideas to fruition.
Yeah.
And that's just really taxing on your mental state when it doesn't come out the way you want, or when it's like, it's literally all on you to organize. Even if you have other people involved, you have to organize that. You have to like, invite your editors, make sure everything's all in the way it should be. And that's super draining.
And that's what really sucks. It's like this isn't something that like you're saying, as a creative, you can't just like via email, like you can't text everybody, like you have to show face. You know what I mean? Did you ever like okay, so let's go in order then. So you drop out the first semester, right? How long after until you went back?
I waited a good So I dropped out in December. So it was right around Christmas time, because at the time I was like missing family events. I was like really distant from everybody.
Yeah.
And then I waited until the fall to come back for the new semester. And then by that time I was ready. I was like in the better mind state. I was ready to like tackle whatever I needed to do and get shit done.
Yeah. What was the fam's like thoughts on all this?
Well, from the beginning, like during high school, they're like, okay, like she's excited about something. Like maybe it's not exactly what we had in mind for her, but you know, it's something, and she's passionate about it, and she's feeling ambitious. So
yeah,
we support it, you know. But as I kind of started to lose steam, it was very like apparent in my personal life and like just my home life that it was not gonna work out at that time for me. So they were fully supportive of like, hey, like let's lessen the load and then come back when you're ready.
Yeah.
Type thing. Like let's put your
mental health
first, literally, like your health period first.
Because I know like that's really hard, especially like not going the college route. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like
it's already an insecurity.
Yeah, type shit. But also too, it's so much better when things happen organically. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, of course, like, and that's what it comes down to, having like a good support system really is helpful, you know, because of course, like if you tried to like muscle through that second semester or whatever, it would not, of course you probably would have got it done, but it would have been bad.
Yeah.
Mentally, you know.
Something I tell a lot of people is like education is what you make of it, because I know a lot of like beauty school programs, they're kind of like leave it up to you for a lot of things.
Yeah.
To practice at home, or you know, like bring in your own clients or family members to practice on. But I think definitely for me, deciding to take a step back and then come back when I had the capacity to, that was definitely the move for me.
That makes sense, because I know like when I first did my podcast, like my first episode, it was cool. My second one was cool. Mm-hmm. But then not having a team for this specific thing, it is so hard to do all of this alone. And that's why I preach like so much, like finding a good team, finding people that like buy into what you do, you know, because that's actually when, if I'm going like timeline based, that's when it got really hard for me. Cause I think I went like 3 months without doing an episode, without doing anything. Cause I was just like, dude, I don't have enough people. I don't have enough help. I don't have the gear. I don't have this. I just gave myself like 1,000 excuses as to why I couldn't do it. And then one of the guys that I actually had on the podcast, like my second episode, he was telling me, he was like, dude, like you're kind of losing sight of why you started this in the first place, you know? Because my original like mission statement was, oh, you don't need a lot of gear. It's just a matter of trying, right? And the next thing you know, I got all these insecurities like, oh, I don't have the right cameras. Oh, I don't have this. I don't have that. And it's just like, bro, just gotta execute. Just fucking do it.
You just gotta execute.
You know. And then after I did that, I got my editor, and then no, not my editor. And then actually, my editor's been rocking with me since the beginning. But
you got like a team.
Yeah, I got a team. I got my writer, and then I got my shooter. So after that, everything kind of just like a big weight was just like off my shoulders, and now I feel like so much more productive. You know what I mean? Okay. Also, another thing. So, let's fast forward. You finished school, right? Did you have any like mentors at all, or like people that helped you through it, or you kind of just like fuck it, I got it?
Honestly, I did not have any like specific mentors. Like, of course, you know, I'd ask my parents for advice on what to do, but they've never done this shit.
Yeah, your dad does not know about lashes, bro.
I mean,
but granted, you could have.
It was more the business side that I find the most challenging, because you know I'm young. It's hard to. You're not starting from experience. You're starting from. Hey, let's try it and see if it works. And if it doesn't, then we'll pivot.
Okay, so did you start the business? Like, did you get the building and stuff first before you started the lashes? Or you were doing lashes, like you were just doing clients?
So I was taking clients all throughout esthetician school. So before I was even completely licensed, I started lashing when I was 17, and I'm almost 21 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I started lashing like way back when. right after I graduated my senior year. And then I decided, like, okay, I want to take it more seriously. So let me find a school. Let me register. Let me try it out. Didn't work out the first time. You know what? Let me go back when I'm ready.
Yeah. Wait, what was the one that you said you started at? San Jose what?
San Jose City College.
San Jose City College?
Yeah, and that's where I finished at too. I just started a different semester.
Would you recommend that one? How was it?
Okay,
granted, you did go through COVID, so it's probably different now. But like,
sure.
would you recommend that school, or if not, what schools have you seen that you would recommend?
Honestly, I would recommend the school I went to because, for one, the passing rates for the state board exam, which you need to take with the state to get your license, like to get the physical paper where you're like, okay, you're good.
The certificate?
Yeah. Their passing rates for that exam are really high compared to other schools that won't even tell you their passing rates. They're like, yeah, everyone finished the program, but okay, how many people did that online and just logged in and then logged off for 600 hours?
Okay, that makes sense.
But with my school, they had it a little bit more structured. Like, you know, they had uniforms, and that taught me a lot about like professionalism.
Yeah.
You had to physically clock in with all your materials, and if you're missing things or you clock in late, you know, they'll ask you to leave. And that taught me a lot about like,
oh shit,
just general professionalism and how to handle yourself as an esthetician and, you know, an independent,
just a business owner.
Just a business owner
itself,
for real.
Yeah.
Because if you come in late to work, you know, maybe it might fly one or two times. Your client is like, whatever. But you know what? If you come in late too many times, they're not going to book you again. You're not going to have any money.
Yeah, literally. And that's actually surprising because I feel like most of the time it's opposite. Like, you have your clients coming in hella late and stuff. But like getting like, you go to an appointment and the person you had appointments with late, that's crazy.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like some from what I hear with other experiences with my clients,
yeah,
they're like, hey, I've been to other lash techs, but you know, it didn't work out. Like a lot of girls, their work is amazing. You know, they have everything down on the technicality side, but they don't know how to handle a business.
Yeah.
Because there is really like two sides to it. There's the technical side and then there's the business side. Like if you could execute like a beautiful set of lashes, they last for the client, whatever, they're durable. But you don't know how to like have customer service. You don't know how to like do things like that. Like literally just run the back end of the business. You're not gonna survive as a business
How
owner.
was that for you? Were you like, did you ever have like a traditional job prior to this?
Yeah.
Did you? What was your first job?
My first job, I worked at Hollister, so I worked retail.
Oh, what the fuck? That's dope. How was that?
I hated it.
I feel that.
I literally hated it. It's
not it.
I never felt passionate about working for other people.
Nah, I mean, who does? Ultimately,
Yeah.
I feel that. Because I know, like, for me, I'm not going to lie. Me personally, like, the retail, it wasn't that bad. Like, I don't know. I was just vibing out there, dude. Like, I went, I think my first job was a grocery store. And that was right before COVID because I graduated in 2019. So then literally damn near like 6 months went by and then March hit of 2020 and then we're in COVID. So like I was going through all of that.
You're an essential worker.
Dude, dude, that shit was a movie for real. Wait, were
running
you
out of toilet paper?
Bro, tell me why like you know how the racks, right? Like the racks at a grocery store. But tell me why they put my ass on a forklift and they put me at the very top and I was like yeeting fucking toilet paper down type shit. I swear to God, that or like waters. Like I wouldn't be throwing waters, but like
that look crazy.
I know. But yeah, dude, that shit was a time, dude. Did you how did you get your first clients though? Because you started at 17. Was it just like the girls at school or what, like the homegirls or?
At first it was my mom, because she was working from home. So she saw me like setting up the extra room in the house, you know, making a little station for myself. And she was like, like I could get free lashes.
It's the least you can do.
Yeah. So then she, you know, I asked her and then she, I did her lashes. Of course, they weren't good at first because, you know, you live and you learn.
Yeah.
But I would do her lashes on like a weekend and then she would wear them throughout the week, you know, do her Zoom calls for work, you know, friends would ask her. And then I would take them off the next weekend and then do them again.
What I'm sorry to cut you off. What differentiates between a good and a bad set of lashes?
The isolation. So if the natural lashes are separated correctly, because when you attach a lash extension, it's to a natural lash, not to the skin, and they should all be separated equally.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's also like when you create like the little lashes that go on the natural lashes, they're in like a fan formation, so like a V kind of. And you want it to look super like evenly spaced, the little fibers. And you want it to look like clean, you know, you don't want it to look like, hey, there's this, that spot looks sparse, or like that spot looks uneven.
Yeah. Wait, so is that a style for it to be like I don't know if I'm gonna be calling girls out, but like if when that shit like clumpy, like when it's like let's say like there's like spiky,
yeah, that is a style.
Oh god, I was just like what?
You don't like that?
I don't know. I mean, it depends. On some girls that should look cute, but like on others I'm just like, why you look like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's different levels to everything. Some people do it like really dramatic, but you can make it look cute and like really natural looking.
And then how about like I'm curious about the dyed lashes. What's going on with that? Do you get
like
that
the colorful ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they just come like in different colors, and you could buy them from like the supply store like that.
Yeah.
But it's the same process that you would do with any other lash extension, because they just come in the color that you buy it. But they're fun to do, and you know it's different when you're scrolling through Instagram and you're seeing like, oh, lashes, and then you see a colorful one. It's like, oh, hey, that's cool. Or like a different color combo, or the placement of the color is different. You know, it just makes you stand out.
That makes sense. What did So how did that first go with your first clients? Like obviously you said it was your mom, but like after your mom, I know I think I seen Lydia. You did one of hers, but I feel like that was like already when you've been doing it. I
did her lashes today too.
Shut up.
She's a day one.
Dude, shout out her, bro.
Yeah,
shout out Lydia. But yeah, how'd that go? Like getting acquiring clients.
I think my greatest tool that I've used to build my clientele has definitely been social media.
Facts.
Because you know, being in my generation, it's just we grew up on social media. We're always posting, we're always updating. So I think it just comes naturally to me to always be updating the community I built online about what I'm doing, you know, to improve, what I'm doing to with my clients, what I'm doing with all those things that, you know, just remind people like, hey, I'm here, you know, I do lashes, this is where I'm at. But yeah.
Well, it makes sense. Were you charged, besides obviously you're not doing this to your mom or like maybe Lydia if she supported, but like how did that go with charging people? Like your first time, like your first couple, like 20 clients, for example. Yeah,
so I think I was charging like dirt cheap at the beginning.
Yeah.
I think I did like obviously free sets for family at first.
Yeah.
But I started charging pretty early on because
shit gets expensive, I'm assuming.
It's expensive, yeah. It's supplies, it's your training, it's your time.
Yeah.
And I'd want to attract the type of people who support my business, not the type of people who are just coming to me because, hey, she's doing free lashes, you know, because, yeah, that'll work for a little bit, but that's not how you build longevity in a business.
Yeah.
And that's not the right clientele. Like, you set the standard with your business, you know what I'm saying? So if you're not setting a high standard for yourself, you're not going to want to show up, like, you're going to want to come to work in PJs, you know, you're going to want to come in late and not think it's a big deal because you're not setting the standard for yourself and for your clients.
So what was the first, for example, like what was your first initial rate? Like obviously
like $40 for a full set, and now I charge like $150.
That's crazy. Yeah, shout out you, bro. That's
shout out me.
Shout out you. Damn. I remember I was talking to you about that at the reunion. Like when you was telling me, I was like, that's crazy. And you said that how long, because obviously like you guys are gonna be watching this too and we don't know. How long does lashes last?
Like 2 to 3 weeks before you need a touch-up appointment.
That's crazy. That's crazy. No, that's respectable because I see
it's expensive being a woman.
Nah, for real. I thought I was doing something when I was paid like $50, $60 for a haircut type shit. But you made it make sense though, because sometimes if like I'm feeling myself, I'll get like a haircut like 3 times a month, right? So let's just say on average $50.
Yeah.
That's about 150, and that's almost a month.
Yeah.
Damn near.
You know, it comes down to like who finds value in your services.
Yeah.
And obviously for some people it might be at the price range, and that's okay. But you set the standard, you would attract the clientele that you want, you know? And I'm a strong believer that like when you look better, you feel better, you do better.
Facts.
Like if you don't, especially as a woman, like especially because a woman who is confident in herself, knows her worth, like has a team of strong, powerful women behind her, like that's super powerful.
Yeah.
And I think especially with beauty services, like that's such a safe space. You know, there's always tea being spilled. There's always like confessions. There's always things that are said where everyone knows that's a safe space. Yeah. And what's ever said in the last room stays in the last room.
Dude, not even just a lash tag. You a therapist for real.
You have no idea.
Okay. So do you have regulars? Like, do you have like girls that like frequently come?
Yeah.
Like,
I would have girls that like, especially during the summer when there's like events, there's concerts, you know, there's like back-to-back things, especially in San Jose. I have some clients that would come. Like I offer a mini fill option because some girls would try and come once a week because they want them to look perfect all the time, you know.
What's a mini fill?
It's basically just a more frequent maintenance appointment for your lashes. So it'd be like a 1 week fill instead of like the 2 to 3 week. And it'd be at a cheaper rate because it would take less time.
Do you have any worse clients? Like, do you have any bad experiences? Obviously, we're not name dropping here.
No, yeah, of course. I think I've had clients that I felt that I didn't align with, and I mean that in a way where it's like, I've experienced clients where I felt like, hey, maybe they're asking for something that I can't deliver, or maybe like they want lengths that are just too long. I don't feel comfortable working with because I've had clients where they don't really respect my policies in my business, you know?
Yeah. And
I think, especially, you know, being young, it's hard to set that boundary and like assert yourself. Yeah. But you just find your way to be like, hey, I don't think we align at this time, but
damn. Now you breaking up with your clients. I could
refer you to this other girl who may be able to do the lengths that you want, and it'll come out great. Like she's whatever, you know. You just pivot.
Wait, so like length and something like they want some like long ass lashes. Or? Oh.
He doesn't like that.
I don't. Not long, bro. I be trolling like some of the homegirls. I be like, bro, blink hella fast to start flying, bro. Like that's crazy. Looking like fucking brooms, bro. That shit's crazy. Nah, but okay. I'm also curious. So like, you talked about respecting policies, right? Mm-hmm. So, what kind of policies are they not like abiding by? Because I know, like for barbers, for example, fools will pull up late. You know what I mean, and that like bothers the hell out of them. And then you start like with a late fee or whatever. Mm-hmm. What was some stuff that like they don't really?
So yeah, it would be things like where you get charged extra, like you know a late fee or a no-show fee or last minute cancellation, which in my business is the same as a no-show fee. Okay. And in my business, that's the same price as your service, you know, because if you came to me, you came on my website, you read the policies, you booked an appointment, you blocked off time, I came into work, I spent the gas, I got ready, I waited for you, and then you don't show up. You know, that takes time out of my day, and you know. Yeah,
you could have done another client that wanted it.
Yeah, for sure. And that's tough.
that is hella.
Just recently, I had someone who you know, they were a no-show appointment, and then they did a chargeback on their card, which basically means that they disputed the charge with their bank to try and get the money back. And, you know, I had to dispute it back, you know, sent evidence of like, hey, she booked the appointment, she came to me, she agreed to the policy.
That's fucked up. That's hella fucked up.
And usually banks do side with the card holder, which is tough.
Yeah, dude. Because, like, I mean,
because it's hard to prove it. You know?
I mean, but you got screenshots, though.
Yeah.
You got the screenshots. You like said, fuck with me.
Yeah. Crazy.
Damn.
But, you know, those are just things you deal with. You know, you take the gamble of putting your name out there and get people that aren't always in your best interest.
I was reading on one of your things that you were talking about. So, like, one lash will look different on one chick than it would on a different one. I didn't. I was trying to. I reread that shit like 3 times, but I didn't really. I ain't finna lie. I didn't understand.
Yeah. It's more like has to do with your natural lashes. So, for example, if I have a client come in with really thin, brittle natural lashes where they're kind of more sparse, I can only work with what she has. So I can only attach extensions like the false lashes onto the pre-existing natural lashes. So if say she has 5 natural lashes,
yeah, okay.
I only have 5 natural lashes. There's only 5 spaces to make it fuller, as opposed to if someone came in with really full, healthy, a thick set of natural lashes, then it's more room to play with it, more room to create.
What are the bone? What's up with the bone structure? You were talking about.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like,
so basically, like, there's a lot of ways to style lash extensions because there's different, like, I guess classifications or categories of the type of lashes that you can apply.
Okay.
So the lashes are classified by diameter, curl, and length. Yeah. Meaning like the actual length, like how long the lashes are. So like you were talking about like the brooms or the curl. So how like literally curly it is. Yeah. Or the diameter. So how thick each fiber is. Yeah. And that could affect like what type of set you're creating by how you choose that. And then with your bone structure, if you have super small eyes, for example, and you have less space in between your eyebrow and your eye, okay, then the longer lashes are going to touch your eyebrows, for example.
Wait, actually?
Yeah. Like on some people, it'll touch their eyebrows. When on another girl, they have a lot of lid space. It's called lid space, like eyelid. Okay. And it'll look like pretty normal.
What's the okay, so is there like an ideal, like is there like a space like ideally that like people be getting?
There's like a perfect like eye shape, which is almond eyes.
Almond eyes?
Yeah, like almond, like the nut.
Okay.
Anyways. But yeah, there's like, there's always like perfect proportions, and then you just try to like play off of that, how far off that space is, and you kind of like incorporate, the client's preferences as well. That could override like whatever the most ideal set would be for them, if they want something specific, that would be what the client wants. So you would go with that over like what would technically suit their facial structure or their eye shape.
Okay. Do you have to keep it real with them? Like sometimes they be wanting like some out of pocket ass lashes that's not.
I'll let them know like, hey, I think that length might be too long for your natural lashes. And then we'll just make a decision based off of like, she'll think about it, or we'll look at some pictures of how that could turn out or what I recommend, and then we'll just figure it out.
Do they ever get mad if it doesn't turn out like the picture? No? Or like they're kind of like understanding about it?
I've never had someone hate their lashes.
That's a dog. You just said I like that, bro. I like that. Okay. So now we're starting Diosa Artistry. Right? I was lurking, right? And then it was first Brad's doll. Yeah. So when did you when did you do the first the
shift?
Yeah, the shift.
So I definitely like I mentioned, I started my business technically when I was like 17. Yeah. So I think there was a lot of growing to be done, as a woman and as a business owner. Yeah. So it was more realizing, it's coming back to my why I started, because it started as like, hey, I was more focused on the finished product, like the transformation aspect of beauty. Yeah. And then I started to shift into how that makes you feel. You know what I mean? Like after you receive a service, after you spend time in the salon, how you come out a completely different person than when you came in.
Okay. That makes sense.
So think about like the imagery you get with like a Bratz versus like Diosa. Like that's totally different, right?
What's a Diosa?
It means goddess in Spanish.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
My fault, twin. My fault.
You're good.
I don't even be speaking Spanish like that.
Me neither.
I was about to say, stop the fucking cap, bro. I was like, wait a minute. I've never in my life heard you speak Spanish, bro.
Yeah, I don't. People think I speak Spanish all the time, and I'm like, Hola.
¿Cómo estás? Bruh. So Diosa means goddess in Spanish.
Yes.
Did you even take Spanish in high school? What'd you take? Fucking French. You took French?
Yeah.
That's crazy. My fucking.
Bonjour?
Well, I don't know what that. I know that. I was like, I think that means what's good. I know my writer. She took fucking. You took a couple of years actually. I don't know how long she fucking took,
Dang.
but I think she almost fluent with it.
I can't hear. 4 years? Oh my god.
We get the Ross in France, and she can go crazy with us.
That's crazy.
Okay, so Diosa, that's dope. So when did you realize you wanted to open the shop, or how did that go?
Honestly, like I never felt that there was a point where I'm like, hey, I'm ready. It was more just like the opportunity came along, and as an entrepreneur, you take calculated risks all the time throughout your business, and it was a calculated risk that I was willing to take.
That's scary though. How did you go about?
It's so scary. Yeah.
How did you find the building? Like, what did the building process go? Like, how did you find the right place? Like,
so I knew the previous owner, and she was basically like trying to get out of her lease because she was making some changes in her life.
Yeah.
Trying to downsize, and she offered me to transfer her lease. So I was like,
he's like, I'm gonna need that.
So I was like, shoot, like I don't know if I could do that, but
yeah,
I played with the idea until I fell in love with the idea, and I made it work. That's
fucking scary, dude. I give you so much props for that, gang, dude. I'm so
We're too far.
But I got little arms, you got little. We were talking about the initial.
The shift.
The shift. Yeah. Okay. So you knew the lady, right?
Yeah. So I knew the previous owner of the building, or not the owner, the previous tenant. And she was trying to downsize. She basically made me an offer to transfer the lease, and I obviously took it.
Yeah.
But it was super scary, and it still is, you know, to try and like have it being so young and having so much like.
Yeah.
Almost like to lose, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But also you're 21, bro. Like,
yeah.
Fuck it, we ball. Like, we out here. Wait, so instead of getting like a small space or whatever, like what made you want to get the big ass building?
And like, I've had smaller spaces before.
Oh, really?
But I just realized like, you know what? I've always wanted this and the opportunity fell in my lap. So why would I not take it?
Yeah.
Like I would regret not taking it.
Not literally, dude. Wait, so did you always want to have other stylists and stuff like that there, or was it just meant like?
No, yeah, I definitely always wanted to do like the booth renter situation where I have people, like independent contractors basically work there, and then they pay like the flat rate monthly towards me, and then I put that towards,
the rent,
the overhead rent. Yeah.
Okay. How did that go? Finding people. Was it scary? Was it sketchy?
Yeah, it was definitely scary because I'm like, well, what if I get nobody? You know what I'm saying? There's always the fear of that, though. Like I mentioned, everything is a calculated risk. Being an entrepreneur is a calculated risk, but you just have to live with that. Yeah, and you just have to like literally like boss up and realize like, hey, I'm in control, so I need to find people in these rooms.
Was it hard or no?
Not really.
Nah.
I think because I am super active on social media and I know how to like use that.
Yeah.
It helped me like find people.
Yeah, I was about to say like you got hella posts. you frequent with it. Like you give like I felt like when I was doing my research on you and I was like, damn, like I feel like I can get my lashes right now, bro. Like, you had hella different options.
Dude, yeah.
You had different examples.
Informational, yeah. Educational.
Yeah. I like that, bro. Did you what's that thing that's going on? Like, was it last weekend or this weekend? The beer thing?
Oh, the beer walk. Yeah, that was last weekend. Ooh. So that was.
How was that?
It was good. It's basically like in Willow Glen. So I'm on Lincoln Avenue, where basically like there's a bunch of businesses lined up, and it's like a downtown area in San Jose. And yeah, so like the business association, I think, of Willow Glen puts on these events for the community to come out, you know, and they partner with the businesses, and then they had like breweries come and like set up within each business that participated. So they were serving beer, and then I had like someone come out and do like permanent jewelry, which is just like another service at my salon. Yeah.
Oh, that's a dope. Wait, so it's like those, like the couples that they get like the...
Yeah, so basically it's like welded around your wrist. So it's not
fuck?
Yeah, I have one on my ankle too, where it's like it's not supposed to come off because it doesn't tarnish.
Yeah, unless it like rips or some shit.
Yeah, unless you cut it off. Like
Yeah.
if you have like a surgery or something, you could take it off. But
Yeah. Dude, that's dope.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Dude, I want to get one of those actually.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm gonna go and be like, my cousin sent me. Yeah, actually, I was talking to my team about this. I was like, I don't know if I should like throw that into your intro. And I was like, also, and my cousin, like, I was like, nah, fuck that. She's her own shit. So I was like, nah, she gets her own intro.
No, you can say we're cousins.
Shit. Nah, well, now, obviously now, fool. We're cousins.
You mentioned the family reunion, so earlier.
We could have been friends.
It was an Easter egg.
Easter egg. I like that.
If you know, you know.
Stupid. Damn. What was I gonna tell you? Oh, okay. So how is that now dealing with these with the other business owners, right? Not the other business owners, like the
tenants.
Yeah,
within my.
Yeah, because I seen you had one open now. Was there someone previously there, or that's just...
Yeah, so I did have all the spaces occupied, and then like originally I think I did like a 6-month sublease with them.
Okay.
So their renter contract was basically up, and they decided like, hey, I need a bigger space. I have more equipment that I need to use.
Oh shit.
Like I'm a growing business, so I outgrew this little space, and I'm like, you know what? That's cool.
Dope. Like do your
Yeah.
Dougie. Like,
So I just find someone else and create more business relationships, and I think.
I saw you posted. Did you get a spot yet? I mean, did you get someone to fill the spot?
I have a couple people interested, but no one's signed yet.
Fully yet?
Yeah.
If you're in Willow Glen. Oh yeah, and for pretense, this her business is in the Bay Area. It's in San Jose.
San Jose, Lincoln Avenue.
Shout out Willow Glen. I don't even know where
at
that's
Diosa.artistry on Instagram.
we'll put that in the description. Actually, right now in 3, 2, 1, we'll put it right here in the fucking thing. Okay, so along the way, what has been some of the biggest challenges you've probably dealt with now that you have the shop, you have all the tenants? Like, what's some things that people you wouldn't think you went through yet?
Honestly, it has been like the mental impact that being a business owner has had on me. So I've dealt with a lot of imposter syndrome, which a lot of people, they don't understand what that is.
I fucking feel you. Yeah, go off.
So with imposter syndrome, it's basically feeling like you're not qualified for what you do, or you're not, you're basically not where you should be.
Yeah, you're an imposter.
Yeah, you're an imposter.
Imposter.
Anyways,
all right, go ahead. Go off.
Damn.
Okay. Imposter syndrome.
Yeah, so I deal with a lot of imposter syndrome, but like you just have to work through it.
Yeah.
And change your mindset, change the thoughts that you have about yourself, because you have to have faith.
Like I feel that so hard. I was literally just talking about that on my last interview, like because for the longest time I acquired like a good fan base just off of Snapchat doing vlogs, right? And then my Instagram didn't do it justice, right? So like Snap, like I'm doing the vlogs, they disappear after a couple days, right?
Short-lived.
Yeah, literally. But then when I'm like, oh, like I tag myself on Instagram, I'm like, oh, go follow my Instagram. And then I have thousands of people follow it. But then when I'm talking to people, and this was mind you, this was prior to the podcast, right? So I acquired a following, whatever. And then I'm talking to people and they're like, oh, so like, I see you have a following. What do you do?
That's low key what I was wondering.
Yeah,
because I saw you do Snapchat, but I don't know if I added you. But
damn.
No, like I don't even use Snapchat.
It really be your own.
I don't even use Snapchat, so
you're not on Snap.
I'm on there, but I don't really use it.
I wouldn't know. I mean, fucking at me on Snap. That's crazy.
I'll add you today.
Nah. Yeah. So
I saw you had a following on Instagram, and I was like, I thought it was like TikTok or something. I wasn't sure.
Well, I was on TikTok for a second too, but then I got banned on there. I don't know. I don't remember what I did.
What were you doing?
I was just doing some out of pocket stupid shit when I graduated, so I got banned on there. And then my new account, it's all right, but I think I got shadow banned. I'm not gonna lie, like, you know how like they just don't push they push your stuff, but no, Snap is where it's at. Shout out to Snap gang, bro. I know y'all watch this shit. Shout out Cart Chronicles for real. Dude, oh yeah, so Cart Chronicles, I had like a thing like Cart Narcs. You know Cart Narcs? Bro, you're the second person that I've talked to about this. Okay, Cart Narcs is like
Cart Narcs.
Yeah, so you know at the grocery stores, people like they don't put their carts back in the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a guy that just woke up one day and he said, I got time. And he would just sit in the parking lot, right? Mm-hmm. People leave their carts. Mm-hmm. And he would go up to them and he'd be like, boop, boop, boop. Cart Narcs, Cart Narcs. And
like call them out?
Yeah, okay. And then it'd just be like clickbaity shit. But me, I worked at a grocery store. So I would, my thing was I would just sit around.
That was your side quest?
Yeah. No, that was a main quest.
Okay.
Fuck, that's how I got here. I would tell people, like, I would just record myself bitching about people leaving their carts. I'd just be like, this bitch. And then I would, like, look, and then someone would come out. It's like an old lady. And then I'd be like, fuck. And then people just thought it was funny. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, that's, like, looking at my Instagram at face value, I was like, okay, well, like, what the fuck do you do? You know what I mean? And then once I started the pod, I was like, okay, I have, like, a sense of purpose. Like, this is what I do type shit. You know what I mean? But I feel you on the imposter syndrome. I feel like it's one of those things that you just have to, like, it's fine. It's about finding yourself, honestly, if you know what I mean. But yeah, okay. So you found the spot. You have the clients now. So how'd you get into teaching girls?
I think, okay, so when I originally took my first, like, lash course, I guess, again, it was during COVID, so it was an online section, which was like the theory, and then it was supposed to be an in-person session where you do, like, you do lashes in front of them and they critique you, you know, just correct your technique and everything. Yeah. The in-person session never happens. Damn. Yeah, so I was kind of stuck, like, okay, I want more. So I ended up spending so much money on different courses when I should have had it, like, the first time around. Yeah. And I think that's where it kind of originated. Like, okay, when I get good, I want to be able to provide a training that would fit the needs of, like, my students, basically, my trainees. Did you
have to do another training to be able to certify people?
No, you just have to have your aesthetics license.
So if you just have your aesthetic license, like, basically anyone can technically give someone else a certification? Yeah. Damn.
Because the certification is just that you know how to do lashes. It's not
it's not a license?
It's not a license. The license is with the state, and it's the esthetician thing.
Oh, okay.
The lash the lash certification is not a license. It's more of just a specialty that you took, like, on the side. Okay. But the overarching, like, you're qualified is your aesthetics license.
Okay. Okay, that makes more sense because I keep seeing all of the certificates. I was like, damn, she giving this shit to everybody, bro. I was like, let me go fuck around and get mine real quick, dude, bro. Yeah. Bro, have you ever seen guy lash techs? Yeah. Really?
Yeah, on TikTok, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Tapping with my lash. I'll be fuck. I was really just talking to my fucking writer about this. Esthetician.
There you go. You got it. Sometimes when I'm spelling it, I'm like,
it's that double T.
I take a screenshot. Yeah.
It's that double T that fucks up me. No? No, wait, hold up.
ESTH. It's the double T.
Damn, dude, I'm clipping that. Clip that timestamp. 1320.
Dude.
Damn.
You don't know how to spell it. It's okay.
That's that Pacheco education for you. That's went to high school. Okay. All right. So you're doing the certs now and shit, right? And I also seen that you offer, like, your own supplies type shit. Talk a little bit about that.
So I'm transitioning more into that as I move forward, because my main goal is to stop being behind the chair, right? What? Yeah, so I don't want to be a lash tech forever because it's very, like, physically taxing. Yeah. You wouldn't think it would be, right?
How is it physically taxing then?
It's a lot of strain I have in my hands and in my forearms from holding tweezers all day and doing a lot of micro movements. And definitely like my eyesight has gotten worse, even though I still wear glasses when I work.
How though? You like they like damn near like right in front of you.
Think about like
or you just
looking at someone's eyelashes and having to separate them and find a single eyelash and create a little fan and put it on the single eyelash.
Bro, for Christmas, I'm gonna get your ass those things.
The bifocals.
You know, you know the doctors how they have those, like the jewelers, how they have like those.
The glasses.
Yeah, but then it's like a magnifying glass, like.
Yeah, I need those.
That's what you need.
That'd be a good gift.
But nah, fuck that.
White elephant.
Gang, I got you. Okay, so the end goal is to hop out the chair. How did you figure out what lashes to? Yeah, because I'm kind of curious about that. Where do you
sourcing the products?
Yeah, where?
So definitely like, obviously sourcing overseas is like the main, like the go-to because it's cheaper for production. You could private label it, so you could put your own like brand on it. And it just comes down to trial and error of finding products that are quality. And you have to be prepared to, like, if you're going to start a product line, you have to be prepared to lose money. Like I said, it's a calculated risk with everything you do.
So you already have your own line, right? Like the Diosa.
I'm working on like repackaging everything and like re-releasing it to be better.
Ooh, how so? Well, okay, so then what were some of the first struggles that you dealt with? You're like, fuck.
Definitely like the marketing for it. Because I felt like it was hard for me to stand out. Because a lot of girls are releasing their own lash trays and tweezers and supplies. So it's hard for me to like find like, I guess what makes me different.
Yeah.
But I'm working on like, you know, redoing the packaging with like, it's going to have one of my tattoos on the back.
Ooh,
it says
cool.
With love always.
That's cute. Okay.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I like that.
So it's going to be more personalized and more like coming from the heart and definitely more like aligned with my why.
Dude, that's dope. If you need commercials or you need like a videographer, bro.
Dude, yes.
Shout out Imagine Way More. Go I'll show you his
That was
work.
your other interview, right?
Yeah, and he's my editor.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I finally got that fool on the pod, bro. I swear
Nice.
to God. Nah, but go through him, dude. He definitely knows like the secret sauce for all of those things, dude. For like marketing and shit. Okay, so you're gonna relaunch it, right? Are you using your own products now, like to do like your own lashes and stuff?
Yeah, so it definitely cuts cuts costs, because if I were to purchase lashes from somebody else, it'd be like $14-15 for just a little tray, versus when I order my own from overseas, it's like $3-4. So I'm saving money by using that on my clients.
Yeah.
And then it improves my profit.
How did you know which ones to use though?
Because you just have to order a bunch. You have to order a bunch and just figure out which ones are good.
Okay, so
you just find vendors online.
Yeah,
and then you have to figure it out. Like weed out the ones that are fake. You know, look at reviews. Look at you know, the pictures. Are they all using the same picture online? Because that's red flag.
Damn, I didn't even think about that.
No, yeah, it's just things you pick up and you're like, hey, I've seen that picture on 3 other vendors' websites.
That's crazy. Okay, besides Diosa, okay, obviously first because there's a lot of lash techs here in the 219, so you use Diosa, Artisry, lash trays, etc. first. But if they don't go there, what were some that you suggested? Like, what were some vendors, or like, how would it go?
Like other retailers, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd really like Elon. They have like a store in, I want to say somewhere near LA as well as San Jose. They have 2 different locations.
Okay.
And they're pretty cool because they have a lot of different supplies. Like literally, it's a one-stop shop for supplies.
Elon.
Elan.
ELAN.
Yeah.
Bet.
A lot of people know about them. And then I also have a friend who owns a shop, Lash Studio San Jose, and she hosts like a bunch of different brands. Okay. But she also has an in-house brand, and her stuff is really nice.
Yeah, well, you're gonna tell me after, and we can put that in the description.
Her name's Krista, and her tag is Lash Studio San Jose.
Shout out her. Because I know, like, one girl I knew that was doing lashes is like she had trouble finding good glue. I guess I don't.
I feel like with adhesive, it definitely comes down to like, it gets kind of scientific with the adhesive because it comes down to the environment that you're working in. So it has to do with like the humidity, the temperature in your workspace, because it's an adhesive, you know, it reacts to different different environments differently with the way that it cures, with the way the dry time.
Yeah.
And how that'll last on your client is how like they perceive the quality of your work. So that can get tricky. Like if you pay $150 for a set and they fall out in the next 2 days, she's gonna think you suck.
Yeah. So don't get a cheap ass adhesive. But you said it's an environment though.
Yeah, so get a good quality adhesive and know how it works.
What's the one you use?
What do I use? Clear Omnia by Revelation. Revelation. I don't know how to say it.
One of the two.
Yeah. I like that one.
We'll figure that one. All right. Bet. Okay. 2021, you had your lash must-haves, right? Mm-hmm. Don't tell me because I can't reference them. We can pull them up. But what is Lily Ghoul's go-tos?
Honestly, my go-tos would definitely be my own products. And
period. Yeah.
And I love to try different stuff because it kind of gets me excited with like, you know, I'm using a new pair of tweezers today. Let's see how they do. Okay. So I like to switch it up. I don't really have really strict, like, these are my staples. I use these all the time. Mm-hmm. But some brands that I do like are Mish Aesthetics. I like I mentioned, Elon. I like Lash Studio San Jose. Those are all really good brands that sell supplies.
Dub. I like that. Okay, so in the next 5 years, where are we seeing Diosa Artistries and Lily Ghoul?
Definitely, I want to take a step back from working behind the chair. I want to kind of not necessarily completely stop because, you know, I love connecting with my regulars. I love servicing, but that's not I don't find longevity in that. Okay. So I definitely want to focus more on the business aspect and the salon side, the product line, and just, mostly those two.
Yeah. Okay, we talked a lot about the lashes and stuff, but you also do eyebrows, right? Which one do you enjoy more? Do you enjoy doing more lashes or like threading eyebrows?
I enjoy lashes more. That's my main service, but I do eyebrows as more of like an add-on. Ooh. Yeah. So
do a lot of people like get those packages as well or no?
Every once in a while, yeah.
Are you actually doing the threading?
It's not threading, but it's waxing. Yeah.
Oh, nah.
Threading is more painful actually because it's slower.
No, I don't know. I've seen like those Indian girls like they be going in, bro. I don't know.
Going in, and then they make your eyebrows hella thin.
I love it. Damn. Hey, not her sneak this in. I don't know. Okay. Last question. What is some advice that you would give a girl that would want to get into the field that you do? Or some stuff that you wish you knew.
Definitely find your why and take care of yourself. Physically, mentally, you know, like with your physical health, you know, you experience like back pain, you know, body aches from, you know, having incorrect posture or incorrect ergonomics when you're working. Yeah. And that's something you should correct early on. So that you'll have longevity in your business. You know, get those massages that you need for your back. You do hand exercises, you know, stretch out your wrists. What else? With your mental health, you know, you want to prevent burnout because you want to have longevity in your business. Yeah. So I think with burnout, it's hard because you just have to listen to yourself. And everyone has different limits. So definitely just like stay in tune with like, don't overwork yourself just for the sake of hustle culture.
Facts. That's hella facts.
It's so toxic. Like, I understand there's a time and place, like especially during your like beginning stages. Yeah. But there's no sustainability in that.
Yeah. How have you dealt with that? Like dealing with, because I know a lot of people, they get so submerged in whatever they do, right? And then they find like that's their whole life and they haven't found like a good balance for that. How have you dealt with that?
I'm like queen of work-life balance. Because I love I love hanging out with my friends. I love, living my young life. Like I love going to music festivals. I love doing all those things, going to concerts, whatever. And I make time for that. It's not bad to be able to spend time with yourself, spend time with the people you love outside of work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people think like, hey, if I trade, my time for money, then I'll be rich. And
yeah, there's more to that though.
There's more to that.
Was that hard for you in the beginning, or you've always been like, nah, fuck that, I need my time?
I need my time.
I need my time.
Yeah. Because like I mentioned, like I struggled with mental health for a long time. And it's still a struggle every day where I know my limits.
Yeah. And
it's just a matter of like honoring that.
I feel that because I know like it's the like obviously this is your dream, you know what I mean? Like to do all this stuff, but then it could become an unhealthy obsession. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know like especially if like something that the last guy I was talking to about this, he has a statement, right? I'm gonna tell you this. So it's like, so his ideology is right on just happiness, for example. He says happiness to me anyway is a balance between fulfillment and contentment, and those two things are different. Fulfillment is waking up every day doing things that matter to you, and contentment is accepting that they're enough.
Like that.
Because I know for me, like that's been so hard. Like, am I doing enough? Is that? It's like, dude, but I could wake up every day and like take all of the money aspects away from this. I could do this for free all day fucking long. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's kind of sad because people don't find that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you definitely have, like I said, you have to find your why. You have to find why you started. You have to find like what gets you out of bed. And that can't be money. It could be money for like 2 months before you realize like this shit sucks.
Yeah. No, for real.
Yeah. So for me, it's definitely like not financial freedom. Because of course, that comes with being an entrepreneur, a successful one anyways. But the freedom to choose and the freedom of choosing to do what you want with your time. Like, for example, I always think about like in the future, like I want to be able to take trips with like my future significant other. I don't want to have to ask somebody for like time off.
Facts.
I want to be able to work that into my schedule. I want to spend time with my future children and be present in their lives.
Facts.
Like I don't want to have to miss recitals and parent-teacher conferences. I want to have flexibility in my schedule to do what I need to do and spend time with the people I love.
Facts. I mean, and that's what's kind of sad. Like, people's dreams kind of get put on the back burner to just work.
Yeah.
Like traditionally, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I understand like past generations, especially like that was necessary. Like that's a necessary sacrifice they had to make. But I think, like for example, where I'm at, like that's not my situation. So let me cook.
let me cook. Dude, that's a perfect way to wrap that shit up. Let Lily Gould cook. Let Lily Gould fucking cook, bro. But for sure, where can everyone find all of your business? What's your socials, bro? Tap in.
Instagram at Diosa.artistry. Yeah. I have a website, www.diosaartistry.com.
Right, and we're going to put all of that in the link in the description below. Yeah. And if you like that, make sure to tell me because we also actually do have some other ladies coming on. We have another like stylist. She does makeup and she does like hair stuff. I'm trying to tailor to like some of the women audience here too. You know what I mean? Then we got
Diverse.
Earth Angel Floral coming on next week soon.
Wait, you know her?
You know her?
I follow her on Instagram.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. That's dope. Yeah, she's coming on next week on the 1st. Cool. Dude, okay, stay tuned for that one then,
She's
dude.
Famous.
Oh, shit. Let's go. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I enjoyed talking with her. If you guys like that, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe with that. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.